What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'm going to take you on a rig tour of my office. It's been a couple of years since I've done it, so I thought about time. With 2025, I'm midway through making some changes, so I thought what better time to make a video where you guys can have some direct input and kind of guide me on where to go next with my setup. So without further ado, let's get in there. Here we go. Here we are, 2025. Here is a rough look at how everything looks so far. First and foremost, look at this beautiful, exquisite wallpaper, which came with the house. Yes, me and Carla are homeowners now. We've been living here about 18 months or so. And yeah, it's taken us a while to get fully settled in. I feel like only now in 2025, I'm ready to make some proper changes to my setup. I feel like I've had kind of a basic setup in the sense of like surroundings and making it proper content creator friendly. And so this year that changes. So let's get started. Let's address this. I got sent this by Thrustmaster. A review is coming very soon. I've set up a second rig. This is like a wheel stand. Basically, the purpose of this is a second workstation for me to swap in and out between the two, swap between different brands. At the moment, it's Thrustmaster. I mean, eventually in the future, I'd like to try out what Fanatec has got going on. I've never tried Moser properly at the house. Sim Magic, and you know, I want to be able to still record at the same time. So basically having two on the go will be perfect. This, by the way, is the Thrustmaster T598, their latest direct drive wheelbase. I'm running the Ferrari 488 GT3 wheel at the moment. And we've got the basic pedals, and we're running on a Next Level Racing Wheelstand 2.0. Crucially, I got this purely so I can run it over here. And the best thing about this is this. It like holds the office chair in place through the wheels. And when you brake, it doesn't move backwards. It's incredible. Love it. Good innovation. Had to get it. Boxes for various amounts of things. We've got a fan, which normally goes over there, but it's winter time in the UK right now, so I don't really need it. I mean, this furniture fixture is not supposed to be here usually. Neither is that. That normally goes over there, obviously. So I'm kind of in between setups at the moment. Like I'm meant to be doing a lot of changes. There's going to be some wood paneling going up on here. We've got a Ferrari 458 picture on the wall. Probably my forever car if I can ever afford to get one. This might be very waffly. I hope you guys enjoy that. If not, RIP, I might have chapters at the bottom. Let's move on to the desk. And here she is in all of its glory. This is where I do my editing sometimes, where I just chill on Discord with the lads and play casual games and stuff. I don't really edit many YouTube videos these days, so mainly it just holds my parking tickets these days. So that's a really good, useful thing about it. It's the IKEA, I want to say the Linmon desktop. We've got the classic Alex drawers. I got these little propping stands off Amazon somewhere, and that just gives you a little bit more storage underneath. Helps with cable management, which you can, as you can see, is absolutely on point right now. Herman Miller X Logitech G chair. Absolutely love this chair, by the way. It's amazing, soft, comfortable, all that stuff. It's brilliant. We got my PC. My PC specs will be linked in the description. It's basically a 4090 Ryzen 9 7950X. It's pretty good, but probably due an upgrade later this year. We got 27-inch monitors by Predator, Acer Predator. Can't tell you what the model is. I'll probably put it up on the screen. We got a dual microphone setup. This one is for the rig. This one is for over here. Got the Quadrant mic. Rode Procaster, which is my main mic, my good mic. I would like to actually upgrade to the Shure SM7B, but I don't think I need to. I think that would be me wasting money. On the subject of audio, we have my headphones, which I mainly use. These are the Beyerdynamic DT 1990 Pros. This is the same headset that Ninja uses. Really nice, really comfortable, open back headphones. It allows me to talk and hear my voice at the same time. I hate closed back, just not for me. Moving on over here, we have, this is a Govee XLR Mini, and this basically gives me all the audio channels to separate Discord from game, microphone, and when it comes to content creation, I've got like 5 or 6 different audio tracks, and it makes editing a bit more complicated, but it makes the audio a lot better in the long run. We've got a little package from Tops, so thanks to those guys for sending that over. Rate the cable management. I hope it's good. I hope it's very, very good. Send help, because cable management has never been my forte, and I don't think it ever will. Before we go to the rig though, proper, let's have a look at over here. This is what you guys see, or maybe don't see, depending on how you consume the videos, but this is my green screen. This is what gives me my floating effect in the gameplay videos. It's absolutely brilliant. Lighting is needed, Elgato key lights to make that happen, to separate the audio of the video nicely. And then behind, I don't think you guys have seen this really in many years. This was part of my old setup, but now we green screen over it, and it's kind of just sitting idly in the background. We've got Danny Rick.
G'day Ben, Benji.
Press F to pay respects. He will be sorely missed. We got a bunch of like random memorabilia. I won a karting race a couple of years ago. Got given that from Codemasters. Fanatec sent that out. We got a spare, you know, lens for my big boy camera over there. A couple of mini helmets. I went through a phase of collecting mini helmets in 2020. I've not continued that, but I would like to in the future. F1 Manager sent me a nice little helmet, so that was lovely. I got this off of Etsy, and I love it. I want to do the whole collection. A couple of Fanatec wheels in there, an old Thrustmaster wheel with the Ferrari logo. 100k YouTube plaque. Lovely stuff. This is my unfinished McLaren F1 Lego car from 2022. I did about 2 hours work in it and then gave up. And this is about how far we've got on the engine so far. Cables. Oh, that was really good. Lando sent me that in COVID times. Personal message. Lovely stuff. Acertec Forte wheel. And then just random crap, really, that I've got lying around. Let's pull this back up. I got a nice floor lamp from Govee, which is really cool. Let me turn the light off. Oh, hang on. Streamdeck. I love this thing. I want to get a better one though, but we press the lights button. The lights go out. And away we don't go. But how sick is that? How sick is that? I also literally just did this foam paneling about a week or two ago, and I hope it's made an audible difference to the videos. I still have another box of 52 that I want to put on the wall. As you can see, it kind of stops about there, and I want to keep going to down the bottom in front of the rig as well. I want to add in some more PowerPoints, and I'll talk about things I want to include in my setup at the end of the video, because there's a lot of upgrades. It's never finished. It's like a project car. Your office, your desk setup, it's never finished. There's always things to add. Hang on. Hope that's better. So it's constantly a work in progress. Let's move on to the rig then. We've seen the lights. This is the monitor. We have a 32-inch Samsung G7. It's got the curved monitor. It's quite nice. It was a bit weird to get used to at first, but now I love it. We've got an AOC 32-inch monitor up top here. This is literally just for chat and things like that. Over here, we have my big boy camera. This is the Sony A7S III. Oh, which I've actually just turned on. Here is what everything sounds like and looks like while I'm driving on my rig. Housing on the front of it is an Elgato Prompter. Now here I can have Twitch chat appear on this screen, as well as it acts as like a third monitor as well, and all it needs is like a USB cable to run to your PC. And yeah, there's a little hack to get an extra monitor. It is pricey, but it's very much worth it and has so many uses, which I am still yet to get the most out of at this stage. We've got a lot of Elgato products. We've got some floor stands for those bad boys. The rig itself, how can I not talk about this yet? The rig itself is a Track Racer TR160. And on the seat, we have the rally seat, which I think is probably the best seat, or one of the best seats, because it's so comfortable and you can just do whatever you want to do. It really wraps you in. It's comfortable. How many times am I going to say comfortable? It's comfortable. It holds you in place, and I never feel sore after doing hours and hours and hours and hours of driving. Trust me, I'm pretty old at this point. I should have back problems, but that is brilliant. That said though, the cynic in me always thinks I want better. I kind of want the new padded one. We move slightly upwards in the rig, and this is the thing that tops it off, isn't it? This is the thing that you touch and feel and use, and it is brilliant. This is the Rexing Myaris 2. Let's just turn this bad boy on. It's a bit dirty. I've had it for about a year. I've not really cleaned it, so much like everything else in this setup, I mean, I cleaned the other day, but everything is how it really appears. Just in case Alex comes over, you never know. So here's the wheel, how it normally looks. I'm opening up Sim Hub now, and here we have our own little custom dashboards, and then all of our LEDs will come up in our color that we've chosen. And of course, it has to be purple for Marduk Motorsport. How sick is that? I also really like the colors I changed for the overtake button and the DRS button. When you're driving in that peripheral vision, it just looks really nice. Pairing it, we have the Acertec Invicta. Oh my word, guys. Have you guys heard of Acertec Sim Sports? These guys make incredible wheelbases, pedals, steering wheels. They're on the par of like Simucube, and I feel like they're really underrated for their journey so far in sim racing. This is the most uncompromising thing I have ever driven with, and it lets me do everything that I want to do. This is the rig. This is the setup that I won Creator Series in twice this year. It's absolutely incredible. It is pricey though, so you get what you pay for. But 27 Newton meters, enough to break your hand a few times over. Moving on from the wheelbase down to the pedals, you might notice I've got a bit of a Frankenstein setup in that every piece of peripheral is different. It's not all one ecosystem. I've kind of taken the best of like everything almost. And so over here we have the Huesinkveld Ultimate pedals. When I put these bad boys on about 2 years ago, I won every single race that I did that week, and they were all competitive races. 2-player career, creator series, regular career mode as well, everything, all in that week. Brilliant. I fell off ever since. But yeah, I feel like all of this is literally endgame. Rig is endgame. Steering wheel is endgame. I don't need to upgrade this. Wheelbase is endgame. I don't need to upgrade this. I've thought about maybe switching to active pedals at some point in the future, but that's a lot of money. For the moment, I really don't need to upgrade these, but I would still like to try active pedals. Camera is endgame. Hell, look at my webcam, man. Sony ZV-E10, also endgame in terms of webcam. So overall, I'm very, very happy and I can't complain. But this has taken 14 years of accumulation of various parts and setup and working with different partners and, you know, having you guys to help me with this journey. I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. But yeah, that said, it's still a work in progress. There are still other things I would like to upgrade in future. One thing in setup videos that people don't really cover too much is, you know, what's going on behind the scenes? What's going on in terms of accessories and things like that. Down here we have a mount for a shifter. The gloves that I use, by the way, are Virage gloves. I really like those, really grippy. Ugh. And the socks that I use are the Moradness Sim Racing socks. These are the best socks I feel like you can get for sim racing, purely for these bad boys, the grippers on the bottom. For my pedals, they're made of metal, and these circles kind of cut into your feet a little bit with thin socks, or dare I say even barefoot as well. But these little grips kind of act as like a little wall between your skin and the metal faceplate. And it's the best compromise. I don't like wearing shoes, but this is what I swear by. Anyway, going back to accessories, there's like lots going on behind rigs and stuff, and I don't feel like this gets talked about too much, but right here I've got a Logitech Brio that acts as a pedal cam, which I've never used. And that's attached there with a magnet. I think I got that off Amazon or eBay or something like that. The monitor stand, this thing here, which is separate from the rig, by the way, would 100% recommend. Try and get one separate, because then you can move it forwards and back, you know, regardless of the rig. And you don't get the vibrations from the wheelbase shaking your monitors, so that's always a big plus. I can mount 4 monitors on this bad boy. Anyway, made of metal, and you can just attach stuff like that. Easy as you like. Coming higher up, we have a PC bracket stand, which this could probably go on, but I might wait until I get a second PC eventually one day and then chuck it there. For the moment, it's just used for hiding cables and all that stuff. Behind the rig, we have my old Monaco LED sign. I'm not sure if I'll use it again in this setup. I'd like a change because it's been in my last 2 houses. So I feel like doing something a little bit different. And that's where you guys come in. I want some advice on what I should do in this area. So I've done an initial like 40 panels here on the wall. What I'm thinking is we run an LED strip right on the edge of this foam paneling right here. We go all the way up there and along there. The problem is though, we'd have to segregate that amongst other things. So what I'm thinking is getting some IKEA floating shelves and putting that right above the LED sign, putting some wheel rims on the top of the shelves, and then putting more foam panels all the way to the roof. Or we instead just do the LED light strips along the skirting boards, and it goes all the way around here through to here, and it has like a nice little lighting effect. I also really like these foam panels because they're black and they kind of hide the cables a little bit. They're going to hide the cables even better when they're over there too, and it just makes the whole space look really cozy. That's the option. LED all the way up there or along the floor. Another idea for just above this space is having miniature racetrack outlines like the big Monaco one, but this size by like this size, and having tracks from all the way around the world along this little line, then have the floating shelf there. Or we just have floating shelves and fill it up with foam panels, and instead we put things like wheels over on this wall, which is going to be entirely covered with this material, the foam acoustic wood paneling. And then I think there's some attachments you can get where you can, you know, wedge like a wall mount on there, and then you can put a wheel rim like this on the wall, and it would highlight the wheels a little bit better because there is a lot going on over there and it might get lost. So maybe over here we have the wall of wheels, and I've got quite a few of them at this point. So I'm thinking of doing the latter, but I still want to put a floating shelf up there anyway, just to leave my options open. Let me know what you think. I'm thinking LED strip along the bottom, potentially even having like a black rug underneath the rig, just to kind of separate that space from the rest of the office space. I don't know. Nothing is ever perfect. It's always a work in progress. Like I said, I want to make this setup aesthetically look really nice, because up until this point, everything has looked very functional. It's worked, but I really want to take it to the next level now in 2025. And aesthetically, I think acoustically, it could be a lot better. It could be a lot nicer. And I just want to make this feel like a really cool, nice space to be in, to make me more motivated to work harder, to take the video content to the next level this year. And I think some of those steps are going to do that, as well as upgrades to things like active pedals. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. This bloody wall needs to go. Let me know where we can improve. And if you have any questions about the things I have in my video, I'll do my best to answer. and recommend anything for you guys. I'll try and leave as many links and descriptions and whatever it might be. I'll do a follow-up later this year or next year to show you guys the progress of what we actually did in this space. We're just getting started. See you next time.